when we first heard his name. 47 miles away from where he fell down to his fame. But he told me that the hardest part wasn't really jumping out of the plane. It was spending the night watching them lights shine through the pouring rain.
Oh, hey everybody, welcome to the latest edition of the Weekly Pulse. It's me, Dan, here at Forbidden Planet. We're going to follow these books to get through some interesting number ones. So DC books, what am I reading this week? Batman and Robin, number 7. Batgirl, number 7. Suicide Squad, Frankenstein, and The Raid, number 4. It's the last of those. Tell me what DC books you're reading. Marvel book, what am I reading? Scarlet Spider, number, what is that, 3? Yep, it sure is. That's the Marvel DC stuff that I'm reading that's ongoing. I'd love to hear what you guys are reading. Dark Horse-wise, I got Dark Matter, number 3, which I thought was pretty good. They're kind of going this weird Firefly direction all of a sudden, but I feel like the story's losing a little bit of focus. Okay, The Strain, the last 2 issues have been kind of weak, 3 and now 4. I feel like it's too much violence and gore, not enough storytelling. But Lobster Johnson is fantastic. Conan also fantastic because the artists are really, really good, and also, I mean, Mike Mignola and Brian Wood. Anyway, these books are great, so definitely pick those up. I'm going to gripe about Buffy real quick. My guff with it, and I'm going to spoil the issue for you. So this whole deal was happening. Buffy was going to get an abortion. It became a really big lightning rod issue because obviously that's happening in the political sphere. So the writers and the editors and the artists all came out and they were talking about how they really wanted to tackle this issue because it doesn't get tackled a lot in popular fiction. And then at the end, it turns out that she is a robot. Where's the framework? You know what? Just trust me. She's a robot, which kind of overshadows the whole abortion issue, which I think is bad. The good thing is that now you have to ask yourself, how long has she been a robot? Where's the real Buffy? Why did that happen? So that stuff, narratively interesting, but politically, socially, there's a bit of an issue. Hey, number 1 issues. Saucer Country. Why did I read this one? Because it's written by Paul Cornell. It's pretty good. It's good-ish to very good. Suffers some pacing issues, but here's the concept which I like. There's this woman, she's a divorcee, she's Hispanic, she's a lady, she's going to run for president. But what she realizes is that she's having these dreams. She thinks that they're a representation that her ex had abused her, but now she believes, right or wrong, who knows, that there's an alien invasion coming, and she is going to now fight against it in addition to trying to become the president, which I think is interesting. I'll give it a number 2. You tell me what you thought. Secret History of D.B. Cooper, number 1, also from Oni Press, which is about this guy from the 70s who was a terrorist, D.B. Cooper. And this book sort of supposes that he actually worked for the government and could go into these dreamscapes and use them to sort of off like KGB agents and you know, ne'er-do-wells, people that the American government wanted to get rid of. And this is really cool. The art is good in places, some places I not like so much, but you know what? Again, really interesting, a nice surprise, a nice little change-up, so I would definitely recommend giving this a read, and you tell me what you think if you want to give it the number 2. I'm definitely going to read the 2nd issue. And then we'll talk about this, which I guess is the book that everybody actually cared about this week, which is Saga number 1. It's 44 pages by Brian K. Vaughan and drawn by one of my favorites, Fiona Staples, who is, you know, someone that doesn't always get thrown around as a big name, but now her career sure has launched because this book looks great. A lot of people talking about how it's a little bit Star Wars. Is it? Yes. How it's a little bit Game of Thrones. Absolutely, very true. But at its heart, what makes this good is that it's actually kind of a love story. It's a little bit Romeo and Juliet. And in this case, it's a story wherein these two people from warring worlds fall in love and then get chased because they have a baby, and they're really obviously not meant to do that. It is good. It is very good. I would even go as far as to say it is great. And if you're looking to get your friends into comics, like actual floppy comics and not just trades, and you were looking for something to do it with, $2.99 on a 44-page book, not a bad place to start. Trade-wise, Flashpoint, Batman came out. This was the only really quality story in the Batman series, wherein instead of Bruce, it's Thomas Wayne, and instead of the Joker being the Joker, it's Martha Wayne, which is rad. And if you didn't read this when Flashpoint came out, you don't need to know anything about Flashpoint other than it's an alt universe. But this is a great story. The other one that I wanted to talk about is Womanthology, the reason why I wanted to talk about it so much is because I know a couple people who are in this book. This has had one of those big stories where they had a Kickstarter and Neil Gaiman was like, give to this book, and it made tons and tons and tons of money, and there's all these different artists in here, and it's all women. It's all women writers, all women artists, all women editors, all women everything, and there's a lot of cool stuff in there. I'm waiting for my copy to come in the mail, but definitely if you're, you know, if you're looking for some interesting new talent, it's a great place to find it, whether you're a comic book fan or you're an editor looking for some talent. I think this is probably a good book to check out. And, hey, we've got a signing coming up. Boy, I am rushing through this. Comeback Kings is this book right here. Is that Bruce Lee fighting toe-to-toe with Michael Jackson? Back-to-back, really. That's the opposite of toe-to-toe, but that's okay. We got that signing coming up. It is on March 23rd at 7 p.m. right here. You've got your writer, you've got your artist. Is it going to be a party? Yeah, I would suspect that it will be, so you should come on down. You'll see them, maybe you'll see me, and tell me about comics that you like. Last thing I'm going to mention, do you like Doctor Who? As if you do, and you probably do, we have an exclusive figure coming here. It's a Tom Baker figure along with an alien menace, this big leafy green looking fella called a Crinoid from a classic Doctor Who story called The Seeds of Doom. We're only going to have it here in the store for 6 weeks, coming out at the end of this month, but you can start pre-ordering it right now. I've seen the figure. It is pretty rad. If you've never seen that episode, Seeds of Doom, look it up. It's an excellent one. Then you'll definitely want this figure. And that's it. Boy, there's a lot of stuff, and now I'm done. Tell me what you read. Tell me what you liked. And don't forget, you can buy everything that I mentioned at fpnyc.com. Like, subscribe, comment, etc. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired now. Thanks for watching, everybody. Keep reading.
From the city